Part A then asks for the median score. Now there are 19 values in our stem and leaf diagram, and the median is in the middle, so we want a half of 19, and a half of 19 gives us 9.5. Now because this isn't an integer, this means that we want the next integer value, so we want the 10th value, and the 10th value, if you count across from your stem and leaf diagram, comes out to be 33. Part B then asks for the interquartile range. So the lower quartile, again in a similar sort of way, would be a quarter of 19. So a quarter of 19 comes out to be 4.75. Again, this is not an integer, so we want the next integer value up, so we want the 5th value. And if you count across until you get to the 5th value, what you end up with is 24. And then the upper quartile similarly is 3/4 of 19. So this is 14.25. Again, it's not an integer, so we go up to the next one. So we want the 15th value. And if you read the 15th value off your table, that gives you 40. So your interquartile range is then going to be your upper quartile minus your lower quartile. 40 take away 24, giving you a value of 16. Part C then tells us that anything that's an interquartile range below the lower quartile is going to be an outlier. So the lower quartile minus the interquartile range is going to be 24 take away 16. So 24 take away 16 gives us 8. So anything below 8 is an outlier. So there's only one value less than 8. Therefore, there's only one outlier. Part E then wants a box plot. You can do this in two ways. I've drawn both of them here, they're both correct. So for the first one, I've put my outlier at 7, and then my next highest value is 18. So I've ended my whisker at 18, put my lower quartile at 24, my median at 33, and then my upper quartile and the top of my range are both the same at 40, so there's no whisker on the other side of this this box. And then for this one, what I've done is I've put my outlier at 7. The point where the outliers begin is 8, so I've marked that on there, so I've got a much longer whisker on this one, and then the rest of the box and whisker plot is exactly the same. You can do either of these, they're both correct. I would probably do the first one, but it really doesn't make any difference.